Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the highly anticipated upcoming clash between the Brisbane Broncos and the Gold Coast Titans. This matchup is always a highlight of the NRL calendar, and with both teams very eager to make a statement early in the season, it's shaping up to be a thrilling contest. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you're passionate about footy and NRL content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me and the algorithm out a ton. Your support helps bring us the latest news and analysis and insights from the world of rugby league, and just shows what you guys like to actually watch and listen to. But more importantly, we love having you part of the community. So let's set the stage for the exciting encounter. Recent form and historical context. Let's dive into that. The Broncos and the Titans have storied rivalry, with their recent encounters providing plenty of fireworks. Last season, the Titans managed to get the better of the Broncos in a high-scoring affair, finishing, I believe it was 46-18 in favor of Gold Coast side, which was just wild, because Broncos are a tremendous team. This result was particularly surprising, given the Broncos' strong start to the in that match, but only to be overwhelmed by the Titans' offense in the second half. Do you guys remember that? But historically, matches between these two teams have just been closely contested. For instance, one that comes to mind in 2023 season, the Titans edged out the Broncos 18-12, showcasing their defensive resilience. However, the Broncos have had their moments of dominance as well, notably their 54-0 thrashing on the Titans back in 2017, which remains one of the most lopsided results in this rivalry ever for these two teams. Let's move over to some team news and key players watching this match. So heading into this matchup, both teams have some very intriguing roster moves as they prepare for the season. For the Broncos, let's start there. The back row, Brandon Piakura, has been named to return after sitting out of the previous week due to a quad injury. So his inclusion adds stability. It's going to add experience to the Broncos line and to the forward pack. And then additionally, the veteran winger Corey Oates is set to make his return, which I'm super pumped for, replacing Selwyn Cobbo. And then, Oates' experience and try-scoring ability will be crucial for the Broncos as they look to exploit the edge on the Titans' defense. Let's move over to the Titans. I think one of the most underrated teams in the league right now, has been for the last few years. They've been bolstered by the return of several key players from injury. Their forward pack in particular looks just really formidable, with the likes of, Tino Fa'asuamaleaui, and then leading from the front, the combination of young talent, experienced campaigners make Titans just a really well-balanced side, capable of challenging any team on any day. So I'm really pumped to see these guys and their forward pack work. Let's move over to the coaching dynamic part of things. A very significant subplot to this game is the recent coaching changes, especially concerning the Broncos. Former head coach Kevin Walters detailed his unexpected dismissal from the club in a recent podcast. Walters expressed a lot of shock when I listened to it, and what I saw as a shocking departure for him, especially after leading the Broncos to a 2023 NRL Grand Final. I did not see this coming. But his exit has undoubtedly had an impact on the team's dynamic. And it will be interesting to see how the Broncos adapt under new leadership on this game. But also just like human-to-human connection. They're going to miss a friend. They're going to miss a coach, right? The Titans, meanwhile, have maintained stability in their coaching, with Justin Holbrook continuing to instill his philosophy to play a pivotal role in their preparations and performance against the Broncos side, adjusting to these new coaching directives or direction, whatever you want to call it. So I think in that sense, the Titans have a foot up. But, some key matchups to watch in this whole thing, regardless of coaching, is going to be Adam Reynolds versus Jamal Fagadi. The battle of the halfbacks will be crucial in determining the flow of the game. Reynolds' game management and kicking prowess are just really, really well known in the league. He's going to be looking to control that tempo on the field. Fagadi, on the other hand, brings a dynamic running game, and he will aim to keep the Broncos' defense on their toes, I believe, as well as Payne Haas and Tino Fa'asuamaleaui. These two forwards are among the most dominant in the league. Haas just has a relentless work rate, and the meters gain will be vital for the Broncos. While Far's leadership and physicality set the tone for the Titans as a whole. He is just a weapon. Number third, I think key matchup we should watch out for is Katoni Staggs and Brian Kelly. I believe they're going to be in the centers. So Staggs' explosive power and footwork make him just a constant threat. But Kelly's defensive acumen and ability to read the game will be tested as he aims to contain Staggs' impact. So let's move over to my predicted outcome. One that you guys have been loving, by the way. So I'm going to keep doing it because I love predicting things, giving my opinion. But given the recent form and team dynamics, this matchup is going to be quite challenging to call, I think. But the Broncos will be eager to avenge their previous losses to the Titans and to start the season on a positive note, right? The return of key players like Piakura and Oates has added depth and experience to their lineup, which I think is going to be a major advantage for them. However, the Titans' impressive performance in their last outing against the Broncos cannot be overlooked. Their ability to capitalize on opportunities and maintain pressure makes them just a really worthy opponent, I think. So considering all factors, in my opinion, the way I know footy and these teams after watching them for years and years and years, I'm predicting a very close contested match with the Broncos edging out the Titans. There, I said it. My final score prediction, Broncos 28, Titans 24. 4-point difference. All I think it's going to be, if it's not the Broncos, it's going to be the Titans up 4-1 of them. But before we wrap up, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the upcoming game. Who do you think will come out on top? What are your score predictions? And what players should we be watching the most on the game? So share your predictions, insights in the comments below. Let's get the discussion going. But as always, thank you for joining me in this in-depth deep dive against the Broncos versus the Titans matchup. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more in-depth rugby league content, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. But until next time, stay passionate, stay informed, keep supporting the sport we all love. Take it easy, mate.